I have a question for you here this morning. If I could give you the secret to happiness and much greater success in one word, and if you agreed with this word once I showed it to you, would you promise to commit to acting on this one word? Would you be willing to commit to doing it when we're done here? I have it written on this piece of paper right here. If I show you the one word written on this, will you promise to commit to it? I'm listening. Okay, I'm going to assume that that was an enthusiastic, oh, hell yeah. Okay, are you ready for the word? It's a word you're probably not expecting, but when you see it, you'll instantly go, oh, yeah, that's it. Are you ready? Okay, here goes. Forgiveness. Unforgiven resentment leads to chronic stress and manifests as anxiety, illness, and a persuasive sense of dissatisfaction. These resentments also drain your energy, hinder your ability to focus, make confident decisions, and maintain a positive outlook, the very key components for achieving success and happiness. As Sean Duperon, who worked on the Forgiveness Project with Desmond Tutu, said, forgiveness is accepting the apology you'll never receive. I know that this can be difficult, so I'll share a few realizations that I came to that really allowed me to shed any angst, anger, or resentment from injuries by other people. Here's number one. Everybody does the best they're capable of. As you probably already know, my parents split up when I was 6 months old. Finalizing the divorce when I was 18 months old, my mother just tossed me to my dad, walked out the front door, and never looked back. And as a kid, I wondered, why didn't she want me? Why didn't she love me? Why didn't she want to be in my life? Nothing was stopping her. For a long time, I resented her for it. It wasn't until I got older and I learned much more about her childhood and situations and circumstances that she suffered. Something happened, probably about the age of 12 or 13, that shut her down emotionally and psychologically. She lived the rest of her life with the emotional intelligence and worldview of about a 12-year-old. No joke. You might not know it looking from the outside because she was highly intelligent academically. She was friendly, she was easily amused, and quick to laugh. But she had a childlike naivety and the emotional temperament and EQ of a 12-year-old. When I understood what she suffered and imagined the internal pain and trauma she must have experienced and the psychological and emotional set point that she got locked into as a result of it, I could then see she really did do the best she was capable of. It was just she wasn't capable of much. It wasn't about me at all. She was operating at the best of what she was capable. And of course, through that limited capability, she wasn't even capable of seeing or understanding what she did or didn't do to me in order for her to feel sorry, in order for her to even apologize to me. From her point of view and capabilities, she really didn't do anything wrong. And guess what? From her perspective, she didn't. And I absolutely get that. This allowed me to not only forgive her fully, but realize that there really is nothing to forgive her for. She really did the best of what she was capable of. And instead of feeling anger or resentment anymore, I felt sympathy and empathy for her. Something broke her, crushed her spirit into a million painful pieces as a little girl. It hurt her so deeply that it shut her down, and she lived the rest of her life, her short life, through that PTSD, and dying of cancer at the age of only 60. I hope my sharing that story maybe helps you better understand the actions or inactions of the people who injured you too. People really do the best they are capable of. Now, I know it's not what you needed from them. I know it's not what you would have done if you were them. I know it's not what you wanted them to have done. Probably not what they should have done. But it was what they were capable of, given their ignorance, lack of skill, emotional duress, or other underlying factors that have nothing to do with you. So I hope that helps. At least consider it deeply. Okay, I promised you 3 principles. Let me give you the other 2 quickly. The second principle is everyone is imperfect. I remember building myself up to have a tough conversation with my father. I still remember it like it was an hour ago. I waited until we were driving so I didn't have to look at him directly when I had this conversation. I said something like, I realize why I am such an achievement addict, why I'm perpetually dissatisfied, why I'm never able to be present in the present moment, why I'm always chasing the next thing. It's because the only way I got love or positive attention from you was to succeed. And so now I'm a workaholic, compulsively seeking the next achievement. Expecting empathy, sorrow, maybe even an apology, my dad looked at me and snickered. He said, every parent screws up their kid. There's plenty of other ways I could have screwed you up. Looks like you're doing all right. That was it. No empathy, no sorrow, no apology. And you know what? He was right. I mean, like wise sage on top of the mountain kind of right. No one escapes childhood unscathed. Every parent, no matter how intentional, studied, careful, and conscientious they are, every parent unintentionally is going to screw up their kids. It's impossible not to. Why? Because we're all imperfect. You are a valuable human being raising another valuable human being. My dad was very valuable, and knowing we all are, that's okay. He had no need to apologize. He was doing, number one, the best he could as a valuable human primate himself. And I hope that that helps you understand and accept what other people are doing better as well. And then the third and final principle is this. How was what this person did or didn't do to you actually been a gift? The shortcomings of both my mother and father have been a huge blessing for me. They forged me into the unique person that I am today. My mother's made me fiercely independent, oddly paternal, protective of others, empathetic, loyal, and outwardly loving, probably as a pendulum reaction to the lack of it that I got from my mother. My dad's narrow love language made me hardworking, disciplined, and aggressively growth and success-minded, with the focus of helping others in order to realize a sense of significance that I yearned for from my father. Their so-called injuries forged my great strengths. And with that perspective, not only do they not have anything to apologize for, nor do I have anything to forgive them for, it is I who owe them gratitude. Because for good or bad, what they did or didn't do, I am who I am because of it. And I like who I am. Thank you very much. So, thank you. I really do hope that these three principles help you too. This is really the one word, the one thing that can unlock and unblock what's been holding you back, slowing you down, or draining your life force. So tell us, who is one person that you need to, even if you still don't want to, whether they deserve it or not, who is one person you need to forgive? Write their name or relationship to you in the comments below. It might just be one step towards the one thing you need to do most.